Hey guys, welcome to today's show. Welcome. So we got Matthew Gust, a basketball player, semi-good basketball player, and he's actually going to be on today's show asking us some questions. Thanks, Matthew.
Thank you for having me. All right, my first question is, what are the situations that test liberalism?
Yeah. So crises, essentially, like war, terrorism, natural disaster, they test liberal democracies.
Got it. And why do liberal countries struggle to deal with these crises?
That's a good question. So essentially, liberal countries actually are worse in dealing with crises than dictators, because liberal countries give people rights. And so anytime you give people rights, it's harder to take them away. However, dictators never have rights to start off with. And so people like Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union can actually deal with crises a lot better in the United States and Canada, because Canada and the US have got these rights legislation built into their constitution. So it's much harder to take those rights away.
Got it. What is the War Measurement Act and when was it used?
I think you mean the War Measures Act. And so the War Measures Act was this emergency legislation that was passed in 1914. Essentially used three times in Canadian history: in World War One with Ukrainian Canadians, World War Two with Japanese Canadians, and World War Three in Quebec with the October Crisis. And so what it did was essentially it gave the police and the government these extra powers in which they could supersede people's individual rights. And so what it did was that it allows governments to deal with crises when they show up. And so, for example, people can be arrested without cause. They can have their property searched. They can be detained. In some cases, with the Japanese and Ukrainians, they can be put into camps. And so we know that this tests liberal democracies, because what you're doing is you're undermining a group of people's rights in order to protect the collective.
Got it. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Matthew. Good luck at your game today. Thanks for coming on to the show.